1, blast off. All right, hey guys, we're just making sure that we are showing up live before we begin. Like always, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the little chat box, and we are live, so we are good to go. All right, this has been a great week so far. It's only Thursday. A lot of you know we had a special hangout on Monday talking about the Coinpressions 2 team build. And that's starting to take off really, really well. We've already had somebody graduate from the rotator, which basically means that they got there too. We just call it graduate because we don't want to say we kicked them out because that sounds like we kicked you out. Goodbye. But no, it's not like that. But we're seeing a lot of great growth, and I'm very excited about this. Hello, Anna. I see you in the chat room. Welcome. We also have another announcement that I'm going to make, and I'm going to wait until after we talk about a little bit about what's been going on with the team to give you guys that information. It's really super exciting. We have a lot of stuff to go over that is going to be just really beneficial for you guys. Donald, I don't know if you want to chime in before I get into some, frequently asked questions and things like that.
Nope, you can go ahead and jump right into that, and then I will jump in behind you.
All right, sounds good. Like with anything, when we start anything like this, there tends to be a lot of questions that are very similar. So I'm just going to go over some basic questions that people ask. And a lot of you people that have been in this kind of thing for a while, you've already heard these questions and answers. But if there are new people asking these questions, that means that these people don't have this information yet. So I'm just going to go over it really quickly. One of the top questions that we get is, pretty much there's two versions of this question. The first version is, how long is it going to take for me to get signups? And the second one is, how long is it going to take for me to earn? And I wish I had a crystal ball or I could predict the future, and I'm sorry I'm using sarcasm here, but there's actually no way for anybody to be able to predict and to give you that information, because that depends on a variety of things that we are not in control of. Meaning what other people do. We can only control what we do. So since we can't control what other people do, we really can't answer those questions. And this one it's commonly asked, and I understand that people want to know because they want to get, they want to start earning basically is what it is. And my best answer to that is start promoting. Promote the team link. If you want to, in addition to that, promote your own personal link, help your team out. And doing those things is going to make the actual question that you're asking is, how long is it going to take for me to earn? If you're doing those things, you're going to be earning faster. So I'm not, I'm not trying to be super sarcastic here, guys, but there really is no way that we can predict how long it's going to take. And if anybody is telling you that from anything else, then they're not being truthful to you. We could find average numbers and give you statistics, but everything is the luck of the draw. Like, for instance, I'll use Anna as an example. Anna is in a rotator. She's actually in 2 rotators. She's in the main team one, and she is in a special one for my personal team. And right now, for whatever reason, she doesn't have any signups. And it's not because she's getting the same amount of hits. she's promoting. It's just, it's a luck of the draw. There's nothing that we can do about it. However, somebody else on that team happened to get, the luck of the draw in their favor. And they're one of the people that I just talked about that has, graduated from the rotators. They already got there too. And it's not because Anna's not trying. It's not because we're not trying. It's just, it literally is, it's a luck thing. I have the rotator set up to sequential, which means that, if there's 10 people in it, it goes through number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then it goes back to number 1. And it does that so that everybody has an equal chance of getting a hit. And sometimes you're just getting the people that are looking at the rotator, and they're either not interested in the program, or here's another thing that I want to talk about. It's not really a question, but it's a frequently done action. There we go. Is people clicking on the rotator link itself. Please, guys, we've talked about this and other things before, but don't do this. And the reason why we're asking you not to do this is for the reason that I just explained to you, is that everything's done sequentially so that everybody gets hits equally. However, if you're clicking on that rotator to try to find your link in it, you're not only are you passing up all of those people that were ahead of you, but you're passing yourself up. Like if you see your link after you've clicked through, then you've passed yourself up to somebody that might be legitimately interested in the offer. So please, I know it's tempting, and I know you guys want to know. If you've submitted your information, if you've received confirmation that you're on the list, then you're on the list. And like we've said in other things before, we don't just have one rotator. We have one main rotator. We do have that, but we have several sub rotators. I know Donald probably has his own. I have my own. So just because you're not on one doesn't mean you're not on the other. But it's very important that you guys avoid the temptation of clicking on the rotator link, because that could be contributing to how some people are getting more signups versus others, and they're getting equal amounts of clicks. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over that really quickly. Unfortunately, we can't give you the answers to the questions as to how long it will take, because we don't know. And I'm not going to make up some random thing just to get you to be more excited about it or anything like that. So just promote the links, and we're all working together. I'm actually pretty surprised at how fast things are going. I was thinking in my mind that, oh, it's only been a week and we've already seen this, and it hasn't even been a week. It's been a couple of days, and it was only yesterday, Wednesday, that I had my Mellow ads activated, because I had to wait for the transfer of the Bitcoin, and then I had to wait for the ads themselves to be approved. So it's only been one day since those are running. I had other ads running and things as well, but Mellow ads is one of my primary ad sources that I use for my paid advertising. So it's only been let's say 48 hours since we really started this thing, and we've already seen some incredible growth. And that's because of people like you guys who are out there and promoting. And that's because also Donald and I have paid ads. When we say we have paid ads running 24/7, we mean that we have paid ads running 24/7.
We have paid ads running 24/7. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it means. So to have this kind of growth so early is just it's really incredible. And this team is getting bigger, and there's a lot of people that are contacting me that are creating their own splash pages, and they want the information about advertising. If you guys need some information about advertising, I posted a video yesterday that goes over some free advertising sources that I use. There's other ways to advertise as well, but for beginners, I think it's a good place to start. There's a bunch of places. I mean, just Google, do a Google search for how to promote your website for free or free advertising or anything. You'll find thousands, tens of thousands, probably millions of websites that offer these types of things. So there's tons of places that you can advertise if you're interested in that. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser. We have some really, really awesome plans for this team, and I highly recommend that you guys start promoting like crazy, especially these next couple of weeks. I'm not going to get into the details as to why, and that's not because I want to just tease you and give you that. It's because we haven't worked out some certain details of other things that Donald and I are working on the back end. But I will say that it's very, very beneficial for you guys to go out there and start building your teams and just go crazy, because this thing's going to take off like a rocket. We have some really, really cool plans ahead. I don't know, Donald, do you want me to tell them about the other surprise we have for them, or should we wait?
Well, hold off. You can do that in a minute. Let me go ahead and chime in here real quick. As far as advertising, I went ahead and I also posted a link to a page that houses a lot of places that I advertise at, and I will be updating that as well. Basically, I think you probably saw it was the #1 gold mine, the 12 associated sites, and there's a few other solo ad places. And I still have a ton of other places to update on that page. What I want to tell you guys is those are my personal links, but before you sign up under my personal link anywhere, I like to maintain as much downline integrity as we possibly can. So please contact your upline and see if they are involved. I'm not putting my links out there just to get referrals. I'm putting my links out there to help you guys. So feel free to sign up either with your upline, or if you know someone who's not even involved in our team builds, but are involved in those programs and you have a business relationship with them, it's not going to hurt my feelings if you sign up under them. We're just putting the information out there for y'all to advertise. Because like we said, what's the biggest thing in order to get referrals? Slam as much traffic as humanly possible. And I use those sites almost daily. So I just want to throw that out there. Another thing about this team build, I've been asked this question. This team build is in addition to our other team build. This is not a replacement. We're doing both at the same time, or at least I am. I know Justine's not actively involved in the other team build anymore, but I am still captaining both of those team builds. This is in addition to. This is another income source that we're helping you guys to generate advertising funds to do with whatever you need to do with that money, whether it's buy shares over at the other program, upgrade at some of the places to advertise, or whatever. This is what we're doing this for. All right, Justine, back to you.
Yeah, and just to clarify, I'm still at that other team build. I'm still supporting the members. I'm just not advertising. I mean, I'm still answering questions every day from people, but that's true. Like I'm just not actively promoting it at this time, but I'm still supporting all of you guys. I had actually a couple of people ask me questions today about it. So I'm still here for you. If you guys have questions, don't feel like you can't ask me about it because I'm still involved. I'm still answering people on Facebook, and I'm actually going on Facebook now, guys. It's crazy. But please don't contact me on Facebook in general, because that's really that's the worst way to get hold of me. But so I'm still supporting that other team. I'm just not advertising for them.
But with that being said, though, Facebook is the easiest way to get a hold of me. So.
Yeah, and this is one of the good things. And Skype is the easiest way to get a hold of me. Donald likes Facebook. I'm on Skype, so you can get a hold of us in whichever way is comfortable for you. But just please don't be offended if I don't answer your Facebook messages, because I don't answer Facebook messages even from my own family most of the time, just because I'm just not on Facebook. It's just me. So just a little FYI there for you guys. Now, about the little announcement we have, we're going to get into a little bit more stuff in just a minute. We're talking about the Coinpressions 2 and the team build. Donald last week reached out to the owner of the company just to see if he'd be willing to come on and hang out with us at some point, and his basic answer was, okay, sure. It was a general, or like, sounds like fun or whatever. So what I did is I contacted him today. I gave him a little bit more information about what we're doing, and he has confirmed that he will be on one of our hangouts. We haven't picked a date yet because I have to do the scheduling between Donald's schedule and his schedule, but it will be at some point this month, a weekday, at around 8 p.m. Eastern time, New York time in the US. I know that discludes a lot of people over on the other side of the world. That's perfect. That's okay. You guys can watch the replay, and if you have any questions or if you want information, I don't mind giving you that beforehand so that you don't miss out, because I don't expect you guys to be staying up at, I think in the UK it would be like 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't expect you guys to be watching a hangout at that point, but we will be having a hangout at around 8 p.m. on a weeknight, and I'll tell you guys as soon as we book that date, and I'll even give you guys in advance the link for the hangout. But the owner of the company is going to be on. He's going to be on to answer questions and to go over the compensation, and just to let us know that he's a real person and he's not some he's a real person. He's there to support us. He's obviously pretty interested in what we're doing because he's willing to come on to our hangouts. So that's pretty exciting news for you guys. I'm excited because I think it's going to be great. It's going to be good to have somebody on there that's different. That's outside of us. So that said, Donald, would you like to talk about some other things?
We can talk about a bunch of things. Which one you want to talk about? Choose a topic.
Well, let's stick to Coinpressions 2, and then we can go to the other thing. I just want to kind of segment things so that people are watching.
Okay.
And Donald and I were talking about this. We tend to have the ideas at similar times. For those of you that are in Coinpressions 2 or that want to join Coinpressions 2, but maybe you don't have any funds, maybe you're not a member of Pesa, maybe Pesa is not allowed in your state or your country. Maybe you don't have any cryptocurrency, any Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, but you still want to join. We're gonna direct you to the faucets, and particularly the faucets that are related to CoinPot. Now, those are your bonus Bitcoin, Bitfun, and all of the Moon sites like Moon Bitcoin, Moon Bitcoin Cash, Moon Litecoin. And Donald can get into this as well. But basically, what you're going to want to do is set up those faucets. And all of the links to them are right below here. They're all connected to CoinPot. And you're going to want to shift all of your funds to Litecoin, because Litecoin has very little fees and their transactions are very quick. They're very fast transactions. So it will help you to earn faster. You can earn from all of these you can earn from the Bitcoin faucets and the Bitcoin Cash faucets and the Dashcoin and all of those, convert them into Litecoin and use the Litecoin to make your purchases. That's what I would recommend. Now, you do need an additional Litecoin wallet, because CoinPot sends out their payments randomly once a day. So you're gonna essentially have to withdraw that Litecoin into another wallet and then use that other wallet to make your purchases. And there's tons of wallets out there. I use Jax.io. They support multiple currencies. It's a software-based wallet, so it's not a website. I mean, you go to the website to get the wallet, but it works on your phone and on your computer, and they support Litecoin and a bunch of other coins as well. But if Donald, if you want to get into some more details about that, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, just she pretty much explained it. In CoinPot, you can exchange all your coins back and forth within CoinPot for free. So right now, I went into my CoinPot and I've converted everything to Litecoin. And here soon, I'll do exactly what she said. I will go ahead and withdraw it to my Litecoin wallet and then use it to fund Coinpressions too, in order to I can piff people in. There's several different ways you can work this, guys. I mean, some of you making it more complicated than it really is. You can join for $6, get yourself a position in the $2 spot, get yourself a position in the $4 spot, and be in our rotator. Or remember number 3 in our list of how to get referrals, build relationships. If you have someone you've built a relationship with, it should be easy for you to say, hey, I will pay it forward for you. You just promise me that you'll pay it forward for the next 2 people. So you just fund your Coinpressions too accordingly, and just piff people away. That's a very excellent way of building a business. You build your rapport with your people, and then they in turn can build a rapport with their people. And before you know it, you've got a fairly large group underneath you. I've piffed a ton of people in. Matter of fact, I think you may have seen the post I made. I piffed a $2 spot for somebody. It caused my $2 one of my $2 boards to cycle. I got the $4 board. They got their upgrade as well. It happened to land just right on my $4 board. It cycled, so I got an $8 board. Plus the $4 board in turn got me 2 more re-entries into the $2 boards. And once I finished that whole cycler math in my head, I got $22 worth of positions off of $2. So you might want to go in your back office and play around with it and see how the boards work. Because once you figure out how those boards work, you can actually manipulate them just a little bit to your benefit. I just want to throw that out there. Anything else you want me to cover, Justine?
I'm gonna just expand on that a little bit and give you guys a little bit of information. Now, we're gonna do separate strategies. I'm not gonna go into a full strategy here, but the way Coinpressions 2 is designed, it is a follow your sponsor. And Donald did this yesterday. He actually ended up piffing me in and cycled himself. So what that means is that everybody in your personal team is going to fall under the next available position. Every one of your personal referrals is going to fall under the next available positions that you have. So if you have, let's say you have 5 people on your level 1, you can piff somebody in and cycle yourself out, because they'll fall into that last spot. So you can use it as a strategy And eventually, like I'll have to get together some kind of a visual or a diagram or something, because it's hard to just explain this to you, you know,
Well,
just
actually,
through
hold
talking
on.
about it. But
Throw it. Let me take over for a second here. Let me do a screen share real quick. Please, router, don't fail us now. All right. I forget which board it was. I think it was this board here. Can y'all see my back office?
Yep.
All right. At the time, this said 2, and then I had 3 here, which means I only had 1 spot left on this board. This was the board in which I piffed Justine in. Once it filled that spot right there, that 4th spot, boom, I cycled. And then poof, a new board formed. I believe it was this one. And now, as you can see, that board's starting to fill up. I only have 3 positions left. If I really, really wanted to, if I had 12 bucks sitting in here, this is the $4 matrix, I can piff in 3 more people and get another position if I wanted to. Right now, it doesn't seem very advantageous to, but if I see that the number 3 sitting here, now I need 1 more spot, especially if I see something similar up here at the higher levels. I will definitely piff somebody in because it will cause an avalanche over time. So that, like I said, piffing other people in strategically at the right time works. If you like I said before, if you have somebody you've built a relationship with, that's one way to build your business in general, is to just keep piffing people in on the promise that they will piff others in. I wouldn't piff in a complete stranger. Justine, Cindy, Anna, anyone that takes part in our other team build who's over here, who I've had some discussions with, I have no problem piffing them over here because that just benefits me and in turn benefits them as well. Because when they start piffing, then they're going to start cycling. I mean, this thing over time, you're going to see thousands upon thousands of these boards up here at the first and second level, and those little 40-cent commissions will add up dramatically over time. Anything else you want me to talk about, or anything you want to add to that, Justine?
No, that's good. That's a good thing. And also sometimes, if you're doing it strategically, sometimes piffing people in, even that you don't know, is if it's going to benefit you, go for it. If it's not
Exactly.
directly going to benefit you, then obviously that's not something that I recommend that you do. But if it's going to benefit you, like in Donald's case, it benefited him to buy that position for me. If it's going to do that for you, go for it. But be careful with that. This is not. We're not gonna be those people that are like, you just have to piff all the time, because that can cause problems in and of itself. However, you can look at these things and form your own strategy. And if it's going to benefit you and it will benefit somebody else, maybe creating that action, maybe that's going to activate them and they're going to be more motivated. It's possible, not saying that this should be your primary strategy, but it is something that is definitely something that you guys can be doing. So think about that. And we're gonna come out with some more specific strategy videos a little bit down the road. But for right now, we're focusing on building. And guys, like I said earlier, you're going to want to get in on this, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, because we have some really, really cool things that are just kind of pretty much going to blow your mind, really, once they start becoming things that we're working on. So that's all I'm going to say on that. If you want to take over and talk about PMP, Donald, go right ahead, because there's some exciting news over there too.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of things happening over at PMP. For those of you who didn't know, we crossed over 600 total on the team. And here's something else that you'll find. We keep talking about we got a bunch of new people and we have to hold them by the hand and kind of guide them. But I got actually contacted by somebody who said, "Oh, I didn't realize this was a team build. I would rather just promote my own link. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of my people." And I had to sit there and go, "Wow, we got actually someone who knows what they're doing." So that is a whole group of people who are be building in PMP that we actually don't have to take care of. They've got their team leaders. Of course, we will still support them if they need it, but for the most part, actually, I think both these individuals. There's actually 2 individuals like that landed in one of I think it was Anna. I think one is in Anna's leg. I forget who the other one was in, but that's like a whole that whole thing right there is going to grow and develop. And for those of you who are in the uplines of those individuals, you're going to benefit greatly. Another little thing that happened, I was in the P&P back office. You know that little pop-up window that says, so-and-so has earned a mining commission, or so-and-so has withdrawn some money, et cetera, et cetera. I saw one of our team members' name pop up and says they were withdrawing, their money from Bitcoin into their wallet. And I sent them a Facebook message saying, congrats on your withdrawal. And that person came back to me and said, yeah, I've got all my seed money out. I am now playing he's now pretty much playing with house money. He's in profit, and now he'll be able to build up his P&P. He'll be able to use that money to pay for advertising, and he's playing with house money. Same thing we want over there at P&P, we want over here at Coinpressions too. We want you to get in profit. That way, no money's coming out of your pocket, and you're playing with house money. But yeah, 600 descendants over at P&P. We're attracting lots of attention. For those of you who don't know, my sponsor does a lot of frequent Facebook hangouts. He's a Facebook marketing machine, basically. And when I pop in, I give him a quick update. He's always given our team a shout out. Why not? It benefits him as well. So we're getting people from his YouTube videos and his Facebook hangouts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We are going to be on the Power Mining Pool map, and we're definitely going to be on the Coinpressions map. Like I said, we've already attracted the attention of the owner. When I told him it was a team build, yeah, I can help y'all out. But once he starts looking at our team numbers here, I mean, we've already got, I don't know, 35, 40 people on the team already that are paid members. Imagine what it will be like 2-3 weeks from now. Especially, I forget what the total count is in Coinpressions as far as members, but in previous endeavors, we have dominated as far as getting number of referrals. I want us to dominate Coinpressions too. I would love to see you guys, whatever programs you're in, if you're in the Power Mining Pool team build, start throwing some of your banner links over there. The homemade banners I've made, or you can make your own, throw up some text ads. I want to see that thing plastered with our Power Mining Pool links. And I would love to also see, it's also a good place if you're not in the Power Mining Pool, plaster your faucet links and get referrals that way as well. I put a few of my faucets over there, and I'm getting referrals to the faucets. And as y'all know, I really hate clicking ads, so I don't click a whole lot of ads. But in I don't know, last 3 days, I've got like 25,000 Satoshi already, and I don't have, I'm not clicking ads. I just go in there and CoinPot and look at it, and now I'm going to switch some of that money over to Litecoin, of course, and all the other, not just the 25,000 Bitcoin, but I'm getting Dash, and I'm getting Lite, and I'm getting Dogecoin as well. I'm going to convert all that to Litecoin, pop it over to Coinpressions too. That's more boards, more people I can piff in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So just want to throw that out there. Anything else you want me to cover, Justine?
I think you did a pretty good job. If you guys in the chat have any questions or any comments, anything that you would like us to talk about. There's a couple of, speaking of banners, let's talk about banners really quickly here. There's a free banner service that I've used them a lot, and they have pretty decent stuff called Ad Designer. It's just adddesigner.com. I recommend them if you're new to banners, and because they'll pretty much set everything up. The only thing is that they only do like the 468 banners. But those are good. Those are a good free way to kind of play around with it and look for designs. There's other places to design banners too.
Yeah, I use Fugly banners all the time. I'm an upgraded member there, but you don't need to be an upgraded member there if you don't want to be. You can go over to Fugly banners. It's kind of self-explanatory. It only takes a few minutes playing around that back office, and you can figure out how to make your own banners back there. And they host them for you as well. That's another important thing. They'll host them for you for life. So you can go either to Ad Designer, you can go over to Fugly banners. Plus, there's I mean, literally, there's probably hundreds of banner sites out there. Go ahead and make your own banners and test them out. All right, Justine, back to you.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for the updates, I think. I do just want to make a little quick comment. Donald and I have this goal for Coinpressions of having our team be 10% of the entire company. That seems kind of ridiculous, but it's really not. That's right now. That's only about that's less than 450 people. We can do that. We could probably do that in like a month, just with our track record. Like, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying like he just told you, like we had, we have over 600 in another team, and that's with approximately a $60 program.
Yeah, we have
so
600. Yeah, we have 600 in Power Mining Pool. Plus, I don't want to bring up an eyesore, but remember BTC Storm? I don't know how we had what 25% of that company.
It was something crazy.
Yeah, it was something crazy. We could take over Coinpressions too quite easily, and we'll be doing it with the CEO support, because he'll come. We're actually going to hear from the CEO. It's not just that's the biggest obstacle a lot of times with a lot of these programs. You don't know who the CEO is or the admin behind it. A lot of times, even when you do know, and they're out there publicly, but they don't actually work with the individual teams. This guy is willing to take time out of his schedule to come over and help us. And actually, I recommend do a search for Coinpressions too. I forget what his website is, and I'm afraid to click on YouTube and get out of the chat. So I think it's Coinpressions Official. Go over there and watch his videos. You actually see him in progress. He actually gives updates regularly, even before Coinpressions 2 launched, and now after Coinpressions 2, he is constantly giving updates. And there's also a Facebook group specifically for Coinpressions. Be a member of our team build and go over and be a member over in that Facebook group, and you'll get all the information you need to build your team. You'll have information straight from the company, as well as the support we're providing here. So, all right, back to you, Justine.
Yeah, and as soon as we've booked that date, we'll let you guys know. We're not withholding that on purpose or anything. We just haven't scheduled it yet. But as soon as we do that,
I will go ahead and take the hit. It's all my fault, guys, because I just don't know what my schedule is going to be down the road. It's my fault. I'm the loose end we have to tie up. So go ahead, Justine. Point your finger at Donald. He's the problem child.
Yeah, it's all his fault. We got to wait for him to get his schedule, and that should happen tomorrow. We should know by tomorrow, roughly, and we'll definitely know by next week, and we'll post it. And I'll post it to anybody that I'm in contact with. We'll post it in the Facebook groups. We'll give you guys the links early for the hangout for that one with with the owner as soon as we schedule it. But we'll let you guys know as soon as we know. We just don't know yet because it's Donald's fault. So that's how it is. Anyway, I think that's a good note to land on. And if you guys have any questions about anything that we've talked about, we pretty much have videos for all of that stuff on our channels. So look through the videos, especially for the faucets. I have one that's like intro to faucets. I'll probably link it to have it autoplay after this as soon as this video is uploaded, so that you guys can check that out. For those of you that are interested. And
if you go to my channel, I actually give you a complete tour of the back office, so you kind of figure out what's going on back there as well.
And share this info with your downlines too, because they, this is all stuff that they're going to need to know.
Exactly.
Yes, Cindy. Cindy has a question or a comment, or.
Yeah, she says she commented on your advertising video.
Okay. Or if she wants to comment again, she can.
Feel free to comment.
You don't even have to be nice about it. I don't care. No.
We love you, Cindy. You know that. We have to take a road trip to Florida one day.
Yeah, we can swim with manatee. Well, no, we can't do that because that's illegal. But we can swim with manatees. I'll bring my snorkeling gear, and we'll go to Florida. Cindy, if you want to leave your comment in the chat right now, you can. Yes. Okay. Yep. The Chrome extension. There's for those that are using Easy Hits for You, there's a Chrome extension that you can install, and it gives you 100 points, 100 credits for installing that. That's not something that I looked into, so thank you for pointing that out, Cindy. That's great. That's good to know. And I think you get, for the little prizes, I think you get a little bit extra in the prizes if you have that extension running as well. So that's a great little tip, Cindy. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. See, this is why we like having feedback, because we always learn something new. Yeah, easy credits, exactly, and that's what we need is easy. Yeah, so thank you very much for that tip, Cindy. That's wonderful. I might actually add, if you want to comment on the video itself, I'll pin it so you can, or I'll do it as well. But thank you very much. That's a good tip. Wonderful. I think we're good with this hangout. I think we covered everything. But like I said, guys, this is pretty exciting stuff. We haven't shared everything with you, but it's all going to be good stuff. So thank you, welcome. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know and try to answer your downlines questions. If you don't have the answer, ask one of us, and we'll find the answer for you. If we don't know it, we'll ask the admin. So we're going to wrap it up, and we will talk to you guys next week. And as soon as Donald gets his schedule, we'll have the schedule for that hangout as well. All right, bye, guys.
All right, guys, y'all have a good day.